Alright, we're back at it again with more Vintage Cube. Uh, we kind of busted it last time. I'm not super surprised that I would be playing kind of rusty and not really uh, have, the sharpness required to navigate this very high power format very well. I would say more though, I just didn't even get the opportunity to make too many mistakes. All three of our games were sort of non-games in different directions. Unfortunately, two out of the three of them were non-games in the direction of our opponent. The deck we drafted was insane. Probably one of the more broken decks I could possibly hope for. Getting both Ancestral and Time Twister. And some decent stuff to pay it off. Not that, you really need anything to pay them off per se. Those are just broken as hell cards on their own. I think really what it came down to is I did not make good mulligan decisions. I think in a deck with Ancestral, it's kind of viable to just mull until you have Ancestral in your opening hand, because whatever card disadvantage up to 4 is just going to be totally offset by playing turn 1 Ancestral. So, I don't know. I really can't complain, though. I went first every game. Just things did not get together. By the way, I really don't like that this is a best of one format. I get that it's free. This is my free Vintage Cube. But it's sort of bullshit that Vintage Cube is costs money in the first place. Like, come on now. You know it's just because it's so fun that people will pay for it. Like... I don't know. Okay, what do we got here? This thing seems fine-ish. This is always good. None of these are too exciting to me. There's nothing like that's just a super high powerful card that I feel very drawn to take. Luris is quite interesting. Mox Diamond and Luris is an interesting synergy. Sort of? No, not really. What am I saying? Yeah, not at all. Because I thought this can get back a land too, but it's a permanent spell. So yeah, I think we're just gonna take Mox Diamond. It's the most versatile card. So we could take Channel. Channel is broken as hell. Channel is very good with Mox Diamond. Channel and this is kind of neat. Maybe not so much. Lots and lots of broken things to do with Channel. I don't really know what else I would take. Maybe Misty, I would consider. Any of the blue fetch lands are strong. But I feel like Channel is far and away the strongest card in this pack with the highest ceiling. And even though it's kind of a gross combo, it's fun. So Show and Tell combos with a lot of the same stuff that Channel combos with. Survival of the Fittest is also very good with Channel. You tutor up your giant creature. Sylvan Library, I think, is the strongest card here, and we are in green. Or we're almost certainly going to be in green. And I think it's just one of the strongest green cards in the cube, period. So, very tempted to take Sylvan. I think it's probably got to be Sylvan. One of these two coming around would be fantastic. I don't know how likely that is. Those are all cards that I think people are excited to play early on. If we wanted to be like Gauche, we could take Of the Beanstalk. I think that's quite ambitious. Because right now we just have like value cards. And it's like with Channel you don't really want that many payoffs either. I think probably like Talisman is better. Or we can take Mishra's and have another enabler for big degenerate artifacts. And then just hope that we find some big degenerate artifacts. I kind of like that. I think that's the most fun deck we've seen. Okay, along those lines, Coalition Relic is great. Myr Battlesphere is great. Channeling out Myr Battlesphere on turn 1 or 2 is pretty sweet. Relic is more broad, though. Battlesphere, I would hope, is not like the best we can do. I hope we find even more busted artifacts than this. Whereas Relic, I am positive will always go in the deck. This thing is kind of whatever. I kind of like taking Eureka here. I don't think Eureka is a great card, but if there is ever a deck to play it in, it'd probably be this. So let's take it. Why not? It's best of one. You know, it's a weird fucking format. What do I care? I mean, this is a payoff card. This is also kind of a payoff card. This is sort of like a Eureka on a land. This is more for like Reanimator synergy, like you want to get like Entomb or something, put something gross in there, or it gets enabled by the same things as Reanimator. This is just kind of good on its own. I don't know if Urza Lord Protector is in here if we take it. I think we'll just take this. Lotus Cobra is fun. Finhorn Delves is strong. Probably Petal is what we want, because we want to get artifact synergies and payoffs and stuff. Yeah, we'll take Petal. It's very versatile. Anything that increases our chances of turn 1 channel is great. Or like turn 2, or even turn 1 Relic. Really power it out. Turn 1 Library is fantastic. So now we just need the payoffs. I think the enablers are looking decent. Blue is shockingly open. I think we pick up Sanctum on spec of blue being open. Time Warp is good, but it doesn't excite me that much. This doesn't excite me too much. This is a strong card. Maybe actually we take this. No, I think we take the fixing. I think we kind of just YOLO. It's freaking best of one, you know? I don't really want to play like a very conservative game where it's like, oh, well, let's put a bunch of stuff in here as like a plan B, because in a best of one, you're not really guaranteed to be able to execute your plan A. So let's just YOLO the plan A and just see how many times we can do it. Okay, so what does this do exactly? Each opponent sacks 3 creatures of their choice. Put target creature card onto a graveyard under your control. I mean, it's like pretty exciting. If we're really trying to cheat it out, I think we'd take this instead. I don't really think that's so great. Draw 2 cards, discard a card, crew 8. This is the the mecha thing. I think we just take Brain Surge. What is this? Creates a map token. Man, this is a good summary of like what I find annoying about Magic design these days. So this creates a map token. What does a map token do? Because it doesn't say on the card. Oh, well, when you have a map token... Oh, I probably should have taken up the Beanstalk. No, I like Talisman. Okay, so we've gotten 1 big payoff card so far. We got 2 more packs to hunt from them, and clearly nobody is taking them besides us. And clearly nobody's really taking blue cards either. I think this is a fine card. It's +2. So yeah, it's like... Oh, you create a map token. Okay, well, what is a map token? It better have remainder text or you won't know what that is. Oh, it's a token that when you tap it, a creature explores. Okay, well, what the fuck does that do? I'm pretty sure that means reveal the top card of your library if it's a... Wow, Wrath of God going last. Huh. It means look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, put it in your hand. If it's a non-land, put a +1/+1 counter on the creature. Something like that. Or maybe I have it backwards. Like, I don't fucking know. And basically what bothers me is that it's like 2 keywords deep, you know? Okay, so we could take Psychic Frog, Hex Drinker, Hedge Maze, Time Spiral. Wow, this pack is crazy for us. Crazy, crazy, crazy for us. Cauldron Complete as well. I think my hierarchy is Hedge. All of these are great. Even like Psychic Frog is really great. Mystic Confluence is really great. Time Spiral is like maybe not exactly for us, but probably very strong. I think though it's between these two. These are both very, very strong cards. I think we want this, though, because we have Workshop. They're both great with Channel, but this is only great with Workshop, whereas Hex Drinker is only great with Channel. Or, you know what I'm saying. Okay. Mind Twist is fucking insane. Baghdad... We have this thing, which is good with Bazaar of Baghdad. What the hell does this do? Lands from your graveyard. Cast spells from your graveyard this turn. Okay. Not great. It's kind of fun. Not as good as, like, blah, 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 blah. What's that thing? Elder Gargaroth? Map is pretty good. Kind of tempted by Map. Copter is also quite good. I think we go with Map, though. Map finding Workshop is quite good. Oh, baby. Yeah, this is the sort of thing we need. This card is all over the place in Vintage right now. For good reason. And we are drafting a Vintage-type deck. You draw 3. You add 3. It does it all. There's not a whole lot else in this pack I like, which is a little scary. I'm not really sure what comes around. I mean, I don't think Preordain is going to come around, but I think we take this, even though probably nobody else will take it. I really want it. Academy seems like a safe bet here. And then we just start taking every goddamn artifact we see. Urza's Saga seems quite good too. What do? You're like tempo aggro stuff. This is also pretty tempting. This is Plains, Island, Swamp. Okay, I think we take Urza's Saga. Because, yeah, that gets... I don't know, it gets some good stuff. Like, Shadow Spear on Cauldron Complete. This thing already have lifelink? No, it's like the one thing it doesn't have. But yeah. Again, I'm like, I don't think this is the most balanced deck, but now that I know that it's best of 1, I really want to make this like YOLO deck. Okay. Triplicate Titan is pretty hard to argue with here. Sword of the Meek is good with Battlesphere, I guess. Sort of? Nah, not really. Okay, we'll take this. Another big payoff card. So we're up to 4 payoffs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 enablers-ish. That's like kind of a win the game type card. It's another high-end thing. But conceivably, we can just do it mid-game as like a viable thing. Mishra's Bauble, also very good. Good payoff for Saga. Yeah, I think we take Bauble. Skull Clamp plus Battlesphere, you say. I think we agree. Can get that with Saga. Hex Drinker came around, my beloved. I think we probably aren't playing blue. So I don't feel bad about not taking the blue Surveil land. Move this over here for now. Move this over here. I don't know. Blue seems quite open, so I am obviously interested. If a extremely broken blue card shows up, I am not going to say no. We'll make it work. But, wow, we're pretty set up. I think I've drafted another pretty strong deck here so far. It's just kind of like, well, does the math really work out? We have this. No, I think the math works out great. Copter? Yeah, it's a Copter. Helps us get to our broken stuff. Good pressure early game. It's something they really need to answer. Who's going to crew the Copter? I don't know. Hex Drinker. Why not? We'll take this thing. It's kind of neat. I like that it comes back for more value. And we do want more card advantage. Right now, our only card advantage... We got Skull Clamp. We don't have too many creatures for Skull Clamp. It's like we got a lot of stuff that's like all kind of one half of something good. But we'll make it work. Chromatic Star, excellent. Great pickup here. replaces itself. Mana for Academy, mana for everything. Plains, Island, Swamp. I mean, it cycles. I guess that's something. I don't know. Sure, we'll take it. Probably not going to play it. I just... any artifact is worth considering. Wow, black is super open, I guess. Or maybe that pack just had a lot of black cards. I don't know. So we're up to... Okay. I'd say what I want now is a few more small creatures, maybe. We're really doing the YOLO plan. So Noble Hierarch is good. Ewit is good. Mox Opal is insane. Probably have to take Mox Opal. Worldspine Worm, also crazy, but I think we take Mox Opal. That's probably one of the best cards we can see that isn't, like, just power. Batterskull is very good. Right now we have, like, 3 actual win cons and one more payoff thing. What does this do? You gain 3 life and draw a card. It's not a token. I think we just take Batterskull. Yeah, why not? Because 5 mana, it's like very playable. Okay, that's good. Is there anything else I'd want here? I don't think so. Karn is interesting, but yeah, we'll just play blue cards and then we have Trop. Just like we drew it up. Okay, so yeah, this can come back in. Maybe this comes back in. We'll put it back in for now. And what does this make again? Plains? No, yeah. Reckoner, Bank Buster. Draw a card. I like seeing draw a card. Mindstone, also pretty decent. Yeah, let's just grab Mindstone. Yeah, what are we missing? I don't know, man. Turn 1, Petal, Diamond, Opal, Academy. Channel. Triplicate Titan. I don't know. There's a lot we can do. I'm pretty interested in how this is shaping out. I really wish I got to play more than 3 games with this, because I think the pop-off rate is still going to be pretty low. I'll be happy if we get like 1 pop-off, but the pieces are all there for a very fun deck. Draw a card, exile an artifact or creature from your hand, create a copy. I mean, this is like an insanely powerful card. Plains, Swamp, Forest, Gush. It's always Gush. No, I don't know. We'll take this. Scrapwork, multi. Saheeli's kind of fun in this deck. Oops! Shit, I double-clicked this. Okay, whatever. We got a lot of top end. We were gonna trim some top end anyways. I don't know. I don't think we were gonna play Saheeli realistically. Because we don't really have like the combo for her. We just have some value with her. I guess Saheeli and Skull Clamp is really good. Maybe we would have played Saheeli. I don't know. The hope is just that we have enough broken cards. As long as we get like 1 of our broken cards, a lot of our fodder, and 1 payoff, I think we're in decent shape. So we'll see. We'll see. Again, I just wanted to make the YOLO deck because it's best of 1. How good is this? Is this only creature? Any permanent. Beautiful. So it will work with Cauldron Complete. No, it won't. It won't turn into... It won't create a germ if I use it with Cauldron Complete, unfortunately. But it can turn into this. And it can't turn into this. It can turn into this. Okay. I mean, this is, like, okay. It's kind of neat. Are the big Eldrazi even in the cube? I didn't see any of them in this draft or the previous draft. That, of course, is, like, the god tier channel payoff. This is fine, though. I don't know. How are we going to lose when we have this? It's just so much value. Eureka is kind of a meme. I think we're going to run it. Just because a hand of, like... even just, like, nothing, Eureka, and, like, a bunch of these guys. Fuck it. Oh, and we have Sylvan Library. Maybe this deck is good. Maybe we're cooking. Maybe we're cooking. It's not inconceivable that we're cooking. Okay. Ancient Tomb feels like a win. Or Deb. I guess Blightsteel. Yeah, it's gotta be Blightsteel. Yeah, we can trim this, I think. This. What do you do? When you cast an artifact spell, investigate. Activated abilities of artifacts cost 1 less to activate. So that's really good with the obelisks and stuff. I guess it's that or World Spine. But surely we have enough top end by now. And I want my top end to be all artifacts because of Workshop. Draw. Oh, this thing. Maybe we just take Counterspell. Urza's great. I guess pre-war formal wear. I don't want to play white, though. But yeah, this thing pooping out, like, this becomes a win con. Because as even just pooping out one construct suddenly becomes very strong. This is just some person. I guess we'll take, I don't know. Don't think we'll play it. Sure, we'll take you. Because you're kind of a babe. Little babe draft at the end here, you know. Watching over us. Interesting design. Again, it's just a whole lot of text that is kind of neat, but at the same time is like... I don't know. It's like, hey, we've got this very flavorful design. Is it strong? Kind of. Well, what does it do? Okay, we'll just read this paragraph. Oh, okay. Like, to me, if you're gonna have such an elaborate design, it should have, like, a very interesting gameplay mechanic associated with it. I don't think we can run Gush, because I don't think we're gonna be running that many islands. I don't think this is great either. I mean, I guess it's quite good with Academy. Okay, we'll try it. This we don't need. This is good. This one is not good. I don't like the name of the triomes. The cycling triomes, that is, because they don't indicate whatsoever what the land composition is on them. And the art doesn't really indicate it either. And as we all know, the main things I'm looking at are the art, and then I'm just making wild guesses as to what is on the card. Shifting Woodland, I am not convinced is good, but I think the opportunity cost of running it isn't that crazy. So we'll say we're gonna run all 7 of these. Get out of there. Run those 7. This I'm going to count as a land. This I'm going to count as a land. Mox Diamond we're not going to count as a land. Okay, now let's start cutting. Smuggler's Copter I think isn't really going to get there. It's crew 1. Maybe. Well, we'll see. We can definitely trim the upper end here. Like, I don't think that's so crazy. Especially compared to this. This is probably redundant with Cauldra. Has all the same problems as Cauldra. Only one more cut. Okay, sweet. Brain Surge. I want more draw. I guess we already have Library. Library, Mindstone. But, like, Library's better. Mind Stone, Map, Star, etc., Bauble are all artifacts. Jewel is an artifact. Maybe Brain Urge is no good. I mean, I think really probably Eureka is the cut because this card is just like a meme. But we gotta give it a try. Let's cut Battlesphere. No, I like having 4 big creatures to kind of match with our 1, 2, like Academy, Workshop, Channel, Tinker are kind of like our 4 cheaters, and then we have 4 payoffs. So that seems correct to me. It's maybe too reductive. Maybe we just chop Counterspell because, as I said, I just want to play the YOLO deck, and I've already made a lot of concessions to the YOLO deck. At the same time, it is just so free, kind of. Well, it is double blue. Yeah, let's just Counterspell. Fuck it. Okay, bring these back in. Add basics. 3 islands, 5 forests. That seems fair to me. Maybe we do 4 and 4. No, because I really want to make sure I play Channel on turn 1 as often as I can. Okay. Another deck that might be broken. Another deck that has a lot of potential, I think, but is very YOLO. So that's fine with me. Let's see how it does. Okay. We lost the die roll for once, so maybe that's a bad sign. I think this hand is fine. It's not insane, but I can go turn 1 Hex Drinker, which is a delight. They pass the delighted halfling, so they are delighted as well. And you can't complain. When you're casting your boy Hex Drinker, the mighty Hex Drinker on turn 1, life's good. Okay. I like drawing Mind Stone there too. And yeah, now we can just try to get our engine going, and then as quickly as possible, we tinker out Blightsteel. So plan A is get to 3 mana, tinker out Blightsteel. Plan B is level up Hex Drinker, and plan C is cast Mer Battlesphere, I think is how we're gonna go. Bauble is fantastic. So now we can play Mind Stone and Opal, and then level this up twice. And that'll be the turn. And then next turn we can tinker. Not gonna attack. I don't want to trade this for nothing. Yeah, next turn I think we just go for the tinker on Bauble and see what happens. And I think what will happen is we'll get a Blightsteel. Okay, you can have that. Channel. Alright, so we got plan A, plan B, plan C. Can we cast Coalition Relic into Tinker? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Costs 3. No, we just got a Tinker. Okay, blue, colorless, green. Sack this. Find Blightsteel. And guess we can level this up. So 4/4. Go to combat, attack with this. Because you never know. They could easily drop a Plains and Path to Exile this or something. But I feel good. Good about this. We can also channel, level up Hex Drinker. We can do a lot of good stuff here. But yeah, plan A is Blightsteel, yeah. So they could just bounce it right now. But then we could replay with channel. Oh, except that we don't really have the life to replay it with channel. I don't know. We got a lot of options here. It says protection from instants. What a cool card. You gotta love Hex Drinker, man. It's just so awesome. Just look at it. Look at how it's like its belly is full of magic, and it turns into what's that thing called? The Japanese cryptid, the fat snake. Okay, so because they didn't rip a bounce ball right off the bat, I think we might be in the clear here. Yeah, this is like how I planned it out. All I needed was one of the broken cards and enough of the related gas. Okay, attacks, no attacks. Yeah, they have to soak up a lot from this guy. That's just how it goes. So I think we're gonna take things kind of easy here and just play out Relic. Level this up twice. And it can stay on defense. And we're just going to attack with Blightsteel. So this is enough poison to just kill you instantly. They have to absorb a bit, at least. Okay, that was actually the scariest one. Because this... I was a little concerned that there could be a little magical surprise. Oops, here's a... What's that called? Oh, okay. Okay. Dark Depths Thespian stage action is something that this can enable quite quickly. Oh, and they are indeed cycling their land to get... What would be the scariest thing? I guess either stage or depths would make me want to act very quickly. If that happens, then... Okay. Alright, never mind. We're chilling. We're big chillin'. Okay, yep. Everything dies. They take 3 poison. We have Hex Drinker back on defense. Turned out to be unnecessary. Probably was overkill anyways, but we're very likely to win this through poison. It doesn't really matter if Hex Drinker gets in beats or not. Really want to level this up to level 8 just because I like it. I like seeing it get full. Like the Japanese snake. But realistically, we're just gonna win when we swing with this again. Toxic Deluge for 11. Huh? Okay. So that happens. Yeah, that kills an indestructible creature. You got me there. So now we'll have to do round 2. Which... There's a couple things we can do. We can... this costs 3... Right now we have 4 mana. I think we just channel Mer Battlesphere. Wait. Whoops. Huh? Okay, yeah. Pay 1 life. 3, 4, 5. It's loading. I hope it doesn't buffer, like... I think I just gotta let it chill for a second here. There we go. Wow. It buffered the exact right amount. Okay. Now we can do a funny... Just draw a couple cards here for free. Draw 2. Let's play map. And we'll end the turn. Am I script ping? Yes, you are indeed. What? This is the chat message I got. Are you script ping? I guess cheating? They mean, am I cheating? It certainly seems like I'm cheating. But this is what you call a skilled duelist that believes in the heart of the cards. I don't think there is a script or anything that you can, you can use to cheat at MTGO. If I could cheat at MTGO, wouldn't I be using that to, like, make money instead of playing in this league that, like, doesn't even have prizes? Alright, so we got it there. Good job. Excellent. Deck feels good. We had a solid A, B, and C plan, and they're all YOLO plans, and they all are broken as hell. This card... I think if I was to cut a card from Vintage Cube, I would cut this. This is broken as hell. Okay. Okay, it's round 2. I won the dice roll. I would like to play first. I would like to keep this. This seems quite broken. A lot of different directions we can go here. We don't have a payoff yet for library. So I think we'll just kind of assemble the cast here. Play Chromatic Star. And just chill. I kind of want to just, like, play the Urza Saga game first and see where that gets us. And then hopefully in the time they've spent dealing with that... okay, that's cool. We can find something broken to do with Channel, which I don't think will be too hard, especially once we get library going. There's my guy. Okay, so with that in mind, no, I think we still library. We play library, yeah. And then, yeah, we just start making constructs. Cause we... Okay, wow. It's a best of 1, guy. You don't want to play it out even for a best of 1? Damn, my deck is good. We'll join the illustrious crew, maybe, of undefeated trophies. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but this deck actually does seem kind of busted. Because, like, we drew, like, an entirely different subset of our deck that game, and it seemed like it might have actually ended up being more busted than the opening we had game 1. Maybe. It's hard to say. It was good in a different way. Alright, see you in the next one. Okay, in our third match, I have won the die roll. I would like to play first. This is a workshop start with not a whole lot to do, but we do have, like, a few other things going on. I think we can do better, though. I'm gonna mulligan. This is way better. This is gross as fuck. We're gonna keep. We'll put back Shifting Woodland, I think. And this is just turn 2 Tinker and pray. I feel a little bad. Because, like, at first I was like, yeah, let's just draft this, like, insane YOLO deck because it's best of 1. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, whatever. But now I feel bad because it's, like... It's like not interactive at all. It's just like gross, disgusting, combo degeneracy. You hate to see it. My opponents are probably mad. They don't even get a chance for revenge because it's best of 1. I feel like it's kind of a hollow victory because I just drew lucky 1 game and they didn't have a chance to respond. Tear Asunder. Whoa, it exiles. Alright, okay. Never mind. Never mind. We got a game going. They actually had the answer. Very good. Very good. Okay, I'm not mad about it. Now it's time to see what else my deck can do. Land isn't too bad. They are also, you know, not presenting too much of a threat right now. But they have 4 cards in hand. I have 2, and one of them is a land. So we'll see. They parried my opening salvo. Oh, these are fancy. They parried my opening salvo quite well. Oh, this is like Mega Bloodbraid. Okay. Let's see what they cascade into. Duress. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. That's okay. Our deck can still do a lot of broken stuff. It just needs to do those broken things quickly. The problem is we have a lot of AB combos. And right now we can only draw like 1 card at a time. Ah, I've been humbled. I've been humbled so quickly. Oh, great. Okay. Well, this is how I thought the deck would work. Oh shit, yeah, that's probably GG. This is how I thought the deck would work. That we would maybe pull it off, maybe not, and when we didn't pull it off, it would look like this. Cripes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you're gonna draw that? Well, that's scary. And we'll concede. Okay! Best of ones? Not a great format, I'm just gonna say. I think the idea of giving you a free Vintage Cube preview is great. Fantastic. When I saw that, I went, that makes sense. I felt like I should reward what I think is a good decision by taking advantage of it. In the same way that all of WotC's decisions I don't like lately, I ignore and don't give them money. And I honestly thought, hey, if I have a good time with this, I think just playing Vintage Cube is like a decent deal. It's like $10 for a few hours of entertainment. That's not bad. And if you do well, you can just keep paying for entries with your prize winnings, which is pretty sweet. I don't think Vintage Cube is a bad aspect of Magic or WotC. It's my favorite aspect of Magic, as really that it's becoming less and less stiff competition, I'll say that. I don't know. Maybe this is a good opportunity to complain about all the recent developments in Magic. I'm just not in the mood to, though. Maybe that'll be a different video. I'll say this, though. I had fun just now. The draft itself is always very fun, and some of the games were fun, but I just think Best of One is so ass that, like, it really has kind of, like, soured me on this. And I just don't understand, like, how precious is this? We only get to do it twice, and it can't even just be a proper Vintage Cube experience. It has to be Best of One Vintage Cube. And to me, that, like, doesn't really sell me on how fun it is. It doesn't make me want to spend money to do it again. Even though I know Best of One is a lot less good than Best of Three, since I didn't have the Best of Three experience, I'm just kind of soured. Because ultimately, that just kind of felt like a series of coin flips. Especially the second deck I drafted, which, you know, that's kind of my bad, but never got to play Academy. It's just like, yeah, you don't get to see a lot of your cards. Never got to play Workshop. I did mulligan at one time. Got to bring out Blightsteel twice. Both times it got answered, which is crazy. That's a hard card to answer. Yeah. I still had fun, but I didn't have enough fun that I feel compelled to actually pay money. And again, it's not about the money. I think the money is actually a decent deal. It's about, I don't want to give money to WotC because I'm so pissed off about the direction of the game. And yeah, so don't expect any more Magic anytime soon unless they do another free Vintage Cube. And if they do another free Vintage Cube, for the love of God, can you at least make it Best of Three? Like, it's not like it's costing you money doing this. I think the idea is Vintage Cube costs nothing, and people will spend money on it. Like, how do I put this? You just want as many people as you want as many people as you can interested because they might spend money. It's not like there's an opportunity cost where they go, "Oh, well, because I'm playing Vintage Cube, I'm not going to play something else." It isn't like you have to gatekeep it in that regard. Honestly, I think Vintage Cube should just be like free the entire time it runs. I can see the value in it only running certain times a year for various reasons, like making sure there's a very active player base while it is running, and these kind of like hype cycles and stuff. And they're basically only just charging money because people will pay it because it's that fun and experience that they're willing to pay $10. I don't know. I'm not articulating my thoughts too well, but it baffles me that they made this best of one, that they made this such like a shitty or compromised version instead of something that would actually be like enticing. Anyways, yeah, that's Magic. I just farted. I hope it didn't show up on the mic. Goodbye.